Okay, that should be good. Right, so I'm here with Pete and Lew from Attic Theory. It's a pretty big day for you, isn't it, lads? I believe there's
Yeah,
something good happening tomorrow. Do you want to tell us a
yeah,
bit about that? I think you're dying to tell us about that, aren't you?
I am. Yeah, we've got our debut EP coming out. The Sign of an Active Mind. We're very excited about it. Yeah, it's a long time coming. Some of me and Peter especially have been itching to get out. To be honest, haven't we, Pete?
Yeah. Because when we formed, was it 2017 roughly?
Yeah, the end of it was. Yeah,
End of. So it's been within a couple of years. We spent so much time fine tuning band members and sounds and equipment and things like that, which takes a bit longer than you want to fine tune usually.
Yeah.
And then yeah, so we finally kind of got everything down where we go. Okay, we've got these songs, main songs that we've been gigging for like the past sort of year at least, which we toured all over Europe last year with Tantric and just kind of played these six songs as these are our definitive six songs, and then lockdown happened and then we couldn't do anything. So we finally got everything sort of finished, and here's the EP, and it kind of got right. This is what we've been doing for the past few years.
Excellent. So obviously, you guys, you formed from sort of the remains of several bands, didn't you? So did you find that that's what made it easier for you guys to gel together, or did it bring a little bit of an extra challenge to the creative process, having that sort of level of experience behind you all?
For me it was quite easy because it was me and Pete were from the same band. Yeah,
Yeah.
so that was quite easy, but it was mainly it was weird at first. It's like a new relationship, isn't it? It's like getting a new girlfriend. You kind of you've got to wine and dine them to you know see what they're like and how they can be. We've got to the point, Peter and myself, where there's no bullshit, is there, man? We write the way we write, and it's weird. It's strange getting some new blood into that.
Yeah.
But I think it worked pretty well. Well, when we got Tim, wasn't it, Pete?
Yeah. Tim was a good fix. He's quite a complimentary player anyway. You can quite happily look at what you've got and then kind of go, I'll add this onto it, and it's really good. But yeah, it's always, I mean, me and Lou, we were with Matchstick Men a long time, so
Yeah.
a very long time. I can't even remember how many.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we've always like pretty much anything that I bring to the table, Lou will be able to sing to. Not to say it's good, but but he can sing to anything that I write because I pretty much always write with his vocals in mind,
Yeah.
rhythms in mind, and things like that. So we're pretty easy to work together anyway. But yeah, but I think but having a lot of other creative differences from different styles of bands as well, because Tim was more or less in a metal band as well, so there's differences there. Matt loves like Toto, and but was in a Guns N' Roses tribute band, so so the influences were everywhere. And I think one thing that we thought was probably a benefit, but might have worked slightly against us at the start, was a lot of us are music teachers. When you've got a lot of people who can do pretty much anything they want to do, you get a bit of too many ideas.
Yeah.
And I think part of our process was mellowing that out and going, let's just find out what we want to sound like first, and then kind of go from there.
Excellent. Yeah. And I believe you recently brought another new member in fairly recent times. Is that right?
Yeah, we did. Yeah. Do you want to take this, Peter? Do you want me to?
Yeah, you take it, you want.
Yeah. It was Matt Lawler. He plays, it's drop A, isn't it, a lot of the time, and he basically when we went on tour with Tantric, Kenny is South African, our bass player, so he wasn't allowed to travel, obviously, with all the things going on, and Lawler stepped in, and he became like a valued member of the team, basically. And once the tour was over and things, we kind of believed that he earned his place in the band, to be honest, and also he makes us a lot heavier with what he plays. So it's one of those things that he's like workhorse. That's the only way to describe him, to be honest.
Excellent.
Yeah. What do you think, Ben?
I think it's a good. What we kind of managed to do with them is basically, even if you've got one guitarist or two guitarists or whatever, you get into the studio and you layer like 5 guitars down, don't you? So you start layering different sections and like heavier things and drop tune sections or whatever, to kind of get this big orchestra sound. We just went, well, let's just get them in and we'll do that all the time. And
Yeah.
we've got the 3 guitars. We've got one 7-string that's pretty much down to drop A or whatever it is he decides to do. Me and Tim in the traditional tunings, kind of doing our thing. But then we've just got this big orchestra of sounds basically from the guitars. So yeah, it just sounds massive.
Excellent. So this massive sound, you sort of self-title yourself as alternative groove rock, I believe.
Yeah,
so,
yeah, we do.
So why don't you tell us, like, what does that actually mean to those who haven't heard you yet?
Well, from my point of view, it's if it doesn't groove, we don't play it. That's the way it is. You've over the years when we've written songs, and you want people to groove to it. I've been to shows where people 1 minute are dancing around, and then the song doesn't work, so they don't know how to move to it. They don't know how to dance. They don't know basically what the body is naturally feeling, and it's mental. That's why we do it, because we try and write songs that groove. If they don't groove, as I say, we don't play it. So that is the thing. It's the nature of the beast, isn't it? That's the whole thing. You want there to be movement. You want people to get up, and you want people to get out of their seats basically when they hear us play.
Yeah.
Isn't it big?
Wanted people to basically dance.
Yeah.
You want to put on a good show, play something that you can dance to without any starting and stopping and things like that. And even our sort of slowest song, which was Your Light, which is the more recent single, even that has a really heavy kind of headbanging kind of. It's still something you kind of stomp to.
Yeah. I think that's one of the things I noticed when I listened to the EP. There's a couple of tracks on there that'd be really good, sort of like room filling at a rock club sort of vibe. Comes on, everyone goes, "Oh, hang on, I'm gonna put my drink down. I'm gonna have to have a little dance to this one." So yeah.
Well, I think initially when we wrote the first track, Marionettes, on the EP, the whole idea was it opened the show for us live as well. And the idea behind it was, we wanted to write a song that if you were in a bar and you were having a drink or whatever with your mates, and then the band came on, you would not leave. You'd have to stay and go, what the hell is this? I need to see these guys more. Or if you just walked in, sometimes you walk in a bar, you see the band, and within 20 seconds, you kind of know if you're staying or going.
Yeah.
And we wanted that song to be like, you're staying.
Really sort of grab them and keep.
Yeah. And I think that really defined the kind of the groove with it as well. I think that solidified a little bit, where we kind of, once we had that in place, it was like, right, if we've got them to stay, we got to keep them here as well.
Yeah.
So let's make sure everything grooves, hits hard, and yeah.
That's the classic catch them and keep them technique then.
Yeah, exactly.
It's written with everything in mind. It's written with the live shows in mind, and how you're going to perform it. Everything is. Or when we write a track, sometimes we go, where would this go on the album? Where would this go in the live show? How do we perform? What is this, an encore song? Is this just before the encore song?
Yeah.
Literally had this discussion last night at rehearsal with new songs that we're writing for the album, as opposed to where they're going to go and how we're going to perform them, and how we're going to get that audience to kind of sit there and go, I want more.
Yeah.
And then give them a little bit more.
Excellent. So obviously, you guys are a relatively new band. You could say you're pretty good as well, but Planet Rock had a little bit more to say than that in this year, didn't they?
Yeah, they did. That was quite a shocking sort of time of my life. I was asleep at the time, and my partner came in and was couldn't speak and was pointing at a phone, making some noises. And I go, what's up? And she's going, you've won. And I'm like, oh, fuck off. No, and we had, and we were quite shocked for a few days after that, weren't we?
We definitely found out late because I think that most people we knew before us because it was, in all fairness, it was announced quite early in the morning, and we're not
Yeah.
morning people.
No,
And
no, 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 no.
it was, it was like 9 or 10 in the morning that they were going through the Rocks Awards, and
Yeah.
I'd completely forgotten that was on. To be fair, and then I think it was you, Lou. Was it you messaged the group saying we won? And we, when you're half asleep, going, "Fuck off."
It was me or Tim, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, someone. And then we were just like checking the Planet Rock sites, and there's Attic Theory come up, and we were just like, Jesus, what is it? Is that a recount? Maybe.
Yeah, we just didn't know, did we? We were just like, wow. What we got quite good fans though. If we ask them to vote for something, they do. They're really good. They're like really supportive, and family, friends. Because it was such a big deal, they got involved. I think that's what it was. But it was mental seeing going on the website, and I think it's like the pictures like Joe Elliott, Slash, and Dave Grohl. So and all these these big rock stars, and then our name there. We were just like, what? So yeah, it was mental. Even Wyatt sounded shocked when he announced it.
I don't think he'd never heard of us before. Then I don't think.
Yeah, exactly.
I think, and then he's suddenly there, reading out, best new band, Attic Theory, and then there you go.
Yeah.
Well, I think it was was that the Friday before we were due to be played on Planet Rock anyway, where our plugger had got us the radio play for the new rock show on the Monday, and then we obviously got played on the Friday beforehand, without expecting anything, and then by Monday comes along Wyatt's going, oh well, here's this band that you voted for, so
excellent. So obviously, you mentioned earlier there's probably not much in the way of gigs going on at the moment. Safe to say this year has been quite the shitstorm. So how have you guys sort of adapted to that then? Like, has it changed the way you practice? Has it changed your approach to releasing the EP?
We're quite we when we're writing we were quite digital anyway. It's been a few years since I been in the same room with Pete and sort of initially writing the song. The guys send me the completed near completed tune, and I put something to it. I'll shave it if it needs to be, or we'll add stuff. But yeah, and I write it. I'll write on my own. I'll just write it on my computer, just put it into GarageBand, and I'll work something out and send it back to them.
Yeah.
So we haven't. At first, it wasn't really that much of a shock doing that, but it was when we were doing the live shows. The live shows. We did a lot of the recorded ones where you paste it together.
Yeah.
We did a lot of them, and that kept me busy because it was me that was the dickhead that had to post them to get pasted together. But yeah, it was good. It was we looked at a different angle. Like our drummer Matt, he's basically a Neanderthal. He's just slightly off being a caveman.
Like most drummers,
modern technology shocks him. So this was obviously a big deal for him. Working differently, but some of us were sort of we were all right with it, weren't we? We just I've missed shows, like I have missed playing live, but we have been keeping ourselves entertained. What do you think,
Yeah. And I think was the last show before lockdown. Was it TerraVision?
No, it was Tragedy, but TerraVision.
Within a week of each other, we supported TerraVision in Liverpool, which was massive, which was a really, really big show. And then the O2 Academy with Tragedy, I think, and then that was the next. I think that was literally like the Thursday, and then it was Saturday lockdown.
Yeah.
So we fit in as much as we could in that last, without realizing we fit quite a bit in. So we have actually gigged quite a fair few times this year, weirdly enough. But we've all missed gigging, and it's just not the same. But like Lou said, fortunately, when we're doing the live shows, we basically recorded it like you would in a studio in a way, but just you'd have a metronome in and you'd play along. And we'd all do that, and then Lou would just pile it all together and line it up to the click. So fortunately, we've got the studio experience to be able to do that.
Yeah. No, excellent. And is it going to change the way you promote the EP? I mean, I'm assuming your normal approach would have been to go out and gig the hell out of it immediately, but obviously with that being off the cards, have you got anything else in mind to start promoting that?
Well, one of the things that's funny about us is that we're a bunch of idiots, really, aren't we, Pete? We do lots of stupid videos. I don't know if you've seen any.
Okay,
so
right.
we do loads of silly videos. So we're going to be doing, probably instead of going out and playing live, we're probably just going to double up and be more stupid. Is probably
it works.
Probably the best way of saying it.
Yeah, and we've just joined TikTok as well, so that's going to be fun. Yeah. If anyone is in any way a fan of us, you absolutely should follow us on Instagram because we are massive twats. And yeah, we'll just and also you will see a lot of Matt Simon's ass.
Yeah,
excellent.
We've got
us banned from TikTok actually.
3 times, no, 2 times, twice. We've been banned already twice. We've only been on TikTok a couple of weeks, and we got banned on the first day. It's quite a funny story. We basically Matt gets hit by a paddle. It's on TikTok if people want to watch it. He gets hit with a paddle. And screams, and his pants fall down, but he's wearing his underpants slightly up his bum. Right. They banned that off TikTok because they thought it was inappropriate. It was sexual content. 2 seconds after I found it had been 2 seconds after I found out it had been banned, a lady with a bikini on up her bum was obviously a thong was on TikTok. I screenshotted it, sent it to TikTok, saying, "What's the difference?" Lo and behold, 5 minutes later, the video is back online. So. Yeah,
that's our most viewed video as well.
Yeah,
there you go. I mean, bit of arse and that's it. Everyone's all over it, aren't they?
Literally all it is, just a bit of arse.
Yeah, and he's got a massive arse. So yeah.
Oh man, excellent. Well, I've got one more question for you. Then it's a little bit left field, this one. So, if they were to make like a biopic of Attic Theory, who would you guys get to play yourself in that?
We've already answered this question.
Really?
We did this during lockdown, actually. Let me see if I can find. I think I picked Keanu Reeves.
Yeah.
Lewis is obvious because it's Gerard Butler.
Oh, of course, yeah.
Look at him. I think Tim's one. I think we had Jeff Bridges, but from the Iron Man era.
Okay, yeah.
Basically just any bald guy with a beard. Who was Kenny's? It was someone from Peaky Blinders.
Kenny was the guy from Lady and the Tramp who was playing the main fella. It's like there's a film version of Lady and the Tramp, and it's the main fella. I can't remember his name, but he looks like Kenny. So we had him. Either that or Brandon Boyd would have to play him now because he's got his long hair back.
Yeah. That is true.
Who was Lawler? Who did we say Lawler was? I can't remember.
Lawler was he someone from Peaky Blinders?
He was, yeah.
Someone was a character from Peaky Blinders, with the stubble and the flat cap.
Yeah.
It was very Lawler. And Matt Simon was Falcor from Neverending Story. Again, check our Instagram, and if you go far back enough, you will see the side-by-side picture of Matt Simon and Falcor. You will agree they are the same person.
We'll have to dig that one up.
Yes, we've already done the pictures side by side of each character.
Excellent.
So yeah, definitely check that out.
Yeah, that's what happened when the Neverending Story finished. That's weird to say. We basically, that's what happened. I reckon Falco needed a job and he didn't tell us. He changed the name to Matt Simon and started drumming. And then that's what happened.
He's our little luck dragon.
Yeah, he is.
Excellent. Cool. Right. So just might want to wrap things up and just remind everyone when your EP's out and how they can get hold of it.
Tomorrow, which is the 27th of November, it's called The Sign of an Active Mind. It's available on all major streaming services, but you can also get the CD signed from our website.
Smashing, right?
Which is do you want me to put that? attictheory.co.uk/store.
Perfect. Cool. Well, Lew, Pete, thanks for spending your time chatting shit with me this evening. It's been an absolute pleasure.
We've enjoyed it. We've loved it, haven't we, Buzz?
Yeah, nice one. Thank you very much.
Excellent.
Thank you
Cheers,
for having
guys.
us.